to the live, and
Woohoo!
again, everything is live, and okay. Welcome to another Dwarfheim stream with yours truly. I'm Jan. They have two guests with me. One you know, and one you might have heard before. So, my special guest, can you introduce yourself? That's you, Tom.
For Rock and Stone. Hello, I'm Tom Wylde, and I do some of the voices in this game.
And I'm Marianne, and I make sure Tom has the voices in the game.
Exactly. So this
Hello,
is a
chat.
stream all about voicing and sound and stuff, and have some fun with that. Tom can answer a lot of, I hope, I think. Pretty sure
Oh, yeah.
he's able to.
Yeah, if you've got any questions, then put them in chat. I would love to answer your questions.
Yeah, any at all. Geography, cooking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, anything. Seriously, I have
Anything.
Google. I have Google. I can answer some stuff, you know, if you can't be bothered to type into Google.
And meanwhile, in the background, while we relish in the knowledge of Tom, me and Jan will play some duo skirmish.
I know. I get to watch the pros play this game.
Oh.
Maybe learn some stuff here.
That's flattering.
Oh, look, first question already. As a voice actor, what's your best dragon voice? Well, it would have to be like really low and gravelly, but I also feel like possibly a posh English accent works for that. So like, get away from my gold. Oh, there you go. How's that?
Oh, shit. That was good.
There it is. Yeah.
There it is.
So, Soave is one of our team dragons. He really loves dragons. He wants dragons in Dwarfheim, and that's the reason he's very pro-dragon and wondering about dragons all the time.
Soave is one of our oldest community members, and he's followed us from the very, very beginning in Rickety Rockety Alpha, and he really wants us to put dragons in the game.
It sounds like you have to now. And hey, when you do, you got the voice guy to do the dragons for you.
We do have that.
Well, we could at least ready up and see what happens in the game while we wait.
Yeah, did you put it on medium or training or?
I put it on medium.
Awesome. I will ready up. I forgot that I had to. So it's good of you to remind me.
Yeah, since you is making a clip. So of that.
Oh, great.
So awesome.
Sorry.
Oh, definitely not. No worries. This is all in good fun.
Can you guys play this on like super mega hard difficulty then, since you made it, or is that a misconception?
So if the developers are the best at playing their own game, then you've made a bad game. Is generally the consensus.
Okay, cool.
So
is that just an excuse?
For me, it is. Yeah.
Oh, I will actually play the miner today.
Yes, you will.
Be fun.
Oh, am I a famous miner? I am the miner. Yes.
You're the miner.
I can dig it.
Yes, you can.
You just have another screen or like a paper with all the lines you said in.
No, those are just the most. I can get them up if you want, but I just remember a few of them, especially for Rock and Stone, because it's just like it came across so much in the trailer that you released.
Yeah.
Or not the trailer, maybe just a gameplay thing that I saw, but I was just like, oh, this line's fun. I'm gonna keep this one.
Nice. Put it in your pocket, have it forever.
Yeah. I'll just wait till like Dwarfheim 32 is out when I'm like 70 and I'm at a convention and someone comes up and goes, for Rock and Stone. I'll be like, yes, there we go.
Correct. People giving you pebbles.
Oh, yes.
That would be a weird gimmick.
Wouldn't it?
Like going to conventions instead of just getting a lot of pebbles and stones.
Okay, so now Sove wants me to do the Diggy Diggy Hole song, but for the miners.
Oh, you can do all of the instrumentation for that as well, can't you?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, because you play guitar.
Oh, that's true. I do, yes. I play guitar quite a lot. I just got a new 8-string as well, which is heavy.
Oh, for all of
Yeah.
the Meshuggah.
Yes, literally for Meshuggah. That was why I bought it.
That is the most valid reason, though, to have an 8-string guitar.
Oh, for
Is
sure.
Meshuggah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
followed by Deftones.
Oh.
That's just why else
Damn.
would you need it an 8-string? It's so honestly, I've been playing guitar for like 19 years or something, and it's such a thick neck that my fingers ache after about 10 minutes of playing it. That's how big the 8-string is. It's ridiculous.
Oh man.
I love it though. I love it.
I usually I play a bass guitar, so I'm used to the
Nice.
thick neck. And
Yeah.
and when you play bass, like you can get the 5-string. That's cool.
Mm,
That's funk
yeah.
and that's metal. But when you get the 6-string, that's like dance
Oh,
band, and it's so
yeah.
that you don't have to use your left hand. You can
Yeah,
just use
yeah.
your right hand, and you have one finger for each note
That's
or one
true.
string.
That's true. I play bass as well, and I play 5-string bass for the extra beat. So I know what you mean. But honestly, the 8-string is like it feels thicker than the 5-string bass does. So
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
it's a lot. It's crazy. But yeah, 6-string players. There's a Swedish band called Dirty Loops who I'm in love with.
Oh,
And
they're so cool.
yeah, they play 6-string. This is now just off topic talking about music, but there you go.
Yeah.
That's what you get on the Pine Leaf stream.
Woohoo! No, oh, that was the wrong one.
No problem. Yes. No problem. Yep.
Yeah, let's take a look at you.
Have you had the other voice actors on yet?
Not yet.
No, not
You're the
yet.
first.
We might have some surprises.
Ooh, surprises.
It's the unit volume, right, Marianne?
The unit volume, yeah.
Are you gonna whack me up? Hey, Golden Snapple. I'm just
Maybe
checking chat.
Volume.
What's that?
You're hearing yourself?
What you need?
I can, but of course, because I can hear ourselves as well. There's quite a lot of,
All right.
you know, doubling up.
Indistinguishable.
Me?
Music and Dragons. That is a good day.
That's it.
Me.
All right. That's it.
Mm.
Me and
That's
Goodall
it.
are ready.
Right.
Drilling.
I can't tell if it's you doing it live or if it's from the game.
What is it?
Maybe
I'll
that one.
fix it.
No, this one.
Drilling.
Honestly, though, doing voices for video games is my favorite thing, and that's why, like, you know, I was happy to hang out in the community and watch some people play this game and hang out with you today and stuff. Just because, you know, I love doing corporate work. Don't get me wrong, I love doing adverts and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with it at all, but it is so much more interesting to, as a gamer, to be able to hear your own voice in a game. It is the coolest thing, I will say.
Yeah.
So.
Have you done a lot of
Thanks for picking me.
Purely the best.
Oh. Have I done stuff for video games? I've done a few others. There's one which isn't out yet, so I can't talk about it. But I have done one other thing. Recently, I mean. And I started voice acting purely for free. I was about 16, and I was just in my bedroom recording voice lines for mods. And I start my first ever like role I got, which wasn't, you know, it wasn't paid or anything, but it was a mod for Warhammer, I think. Of course, other games are available, and of course, Dwarfheim is the best. But you know, I had kind of had to mention the name of the game there. But that was my first job, but like, you know, 12 years ago or something. And whenever a game comes up, I apply for it because I love to see myself in games. It's very fun.
It is a dream gig for a lot of people, just working in games in general. It's so cool. Such a nice industry in a way as well. I don't know if nice is the right word. It is nice as well. I've met so many people who are just incredibly genuine and like they give a lot. They share knowledge. They try to make the community better. It's a lot of great people.
Well, that's really good. I'm glad to hear that it's like that in the developer space sort of thing.
Yeah,
That's very cool. I mean, it's in my industry, it's everybody, you know, it's like any industry. You have your nice people and your not so nice people.
Yeah.
But most of the people I've worked with so far, touch wood, have been lovely. And that's always great. And I mean, you know, when I look back on when I was doing jobs in, you know, like 9-to-5 jobs and stuff like that, of course, I needed to do them. I needed to pay the bills. But now that like being a voice actor is my full-time job, I've never been happier in my life. And I'm sure it's the same for you guys. If you guys wanted to work in games, I'm sure that when that opportunity came along, you probably never felt happier, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like it's so insane to be especially in Norway. I didn't think this would be an option ever. Like
Yeah.
it didn't occur to me that that would be nice, or like you could live off of it in Norway. So it's just so insane to be able to work with it every day. And as well, I'm in such a nice and lucky position. I get to write music. I get to do audio work. Like in general, I get to do some production stuff and be a huge part of the whole pipeline of the game, and it's so interesting and cool. So it's it's a dream come true for sure.
That's brilliant. I'm glad to hear it. And you know, it's a labor of love. And this game, like, it looks fabulous, and people seem to be really enjoying it. I follow a couple of people who play this, and so you've done a good job. Well done.
Ah, thanks.
Thank you.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Literally.
Literally, it would sound weird without you.
Oh, it's just a big love fest in the chat.
Just a big circle jerk.
Except for the one point where Sove says that he was promised to be the voice of the dragon, so I'm sorry, Tom.
I mean, maybe there can be 2 dragons.
Oh yeah.
You
Maybe
need some variety in there.
Yeah, maybe it's like the film about Camelot, the old cartoon where you have a 2-headed dragon.
Oh, that would be really cool.
So, you know, voices for everyone. If we make them hydras, we can have like 14 voices.
Yeah.
But then
that can be like a Kickstarter goal thing. Like if you say, "Oh, I will put this much money towards developing the game," then you get to be a dragon. You get to be a dragon head.
Oh my god, Hans is gonna kill us.
Just blame it on me. I just running my mouth.
Oh yeah, we're definitely blaming you.
back.
We're definitely blaming you.
Yeah,
No worries, no worries.
We're not taking the blame for this ourselves, that's for sure.
What happens on stream
stays in stream.
Yeah, no clips allowed.
What do you need?
I'm gonna get a stern email. I can't wait. I wasn't briefed.
I'm sorry. But you should give a suggestion then for what Sova's voice should sound like. So if it's a 2-headed dragon, we have the posh, threatening guy.
Yeah. Where is Sova? Where is Sova from?
He's from Norway. He's got a wonderful Norwegian accent. So
now
you should.
I can't do a Norwegian accent.
Oh yes, you can.
I can only do the kind of generally. Generally.
Swedish one.
Yeah, Swedish. It's very like Robbers or someone like that. But, no, I don't know. The other one should be really high pitched and kind of like unassuming. So again, I can only do English for this, but like, you could have the one that's like, you know, I'm gonna take your soul, and then the other one would be all, oh, please don't take his soul. That would be awfully bad.
Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has the boring Oslo accent.
Oh no, it's lovely. I was just saying how much I like the Norwegian accent. It's just those things of like, I can't quite do it, so I'm not going to. But like the, you know, I guess you could say it's a stereotypical Swedish accent is basically all I do really, and it's not even ideal yet. I'm working on them though. Every day I work on them. I do like to. It's funny, as a kid, how I guess I got into this was that I would always imitate people, and so like the first one, my poor mother, The first one was Jar Jar Binks from Star Wars. As a kid, I would just walk around going, Misa called Jar Jar Binks. And like my mum wanted to kill me.
Fantastic. It's important that you actually showed your Jar Jar Binks. Or else this would have been terrible. Like that was spot on.
You can't say you've been rehearsing that voice since you were a kid and then but I'm not going to do it though.
Oh yeah, that's true. No, I guess I haven't done that voice ever since I was a kid. That just happened just now. But that was like one of the first. And so then it developed into like accents. And I grew up in North Wales, you know, in the sort of the west of the UK, and it has its own language, you know, Welsh. And growing up there as a kid, you had to learn it. And so learning Welsh made me sort of learn things phonetically, and that really then developed my ability to like listen to voices and accents and kind of interpret them in that way. So I think honestly learning Welsh was a huge thing, because then I started to hear people's accents and start to imitate them. And I definitely wouldn't be here without that, because
that's really interesting. Actually,
it's one of the biggest things I do is like you know, different accents. I don't just get hired for one voice. So Morgan Freeman and people like that, they have like, you know, one amazing voice that everybody wants.
That's a gimmick though.
Yeah, well, it's not even so much that. It's just that, you know, they do this one thing incredibly well, and they're like possibly the best at it. So the likes of him, they, you know, people hire them for their voice. Whereas then there's other voice actors like, I suppose, Troy Baker, who, you know, they have like a billion voices in them. And I think I'm more in that kind of vein. Oh, Tom E Wylde. Tom is the best. As we say, diolch yn fawr. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm a bit lost.
Cool.
What's happening? I was actually focusing on the game.
Welsh.
I was Welsh.
There was some Welsh in the chat, so I just replied.
Oh, I see.
They also say how to speak Norwegian. Is this going to be swearing?
No.
No.
Lulpi-dui-pi-du.
Lulpi-dupi-doo.
Oh, lulpi-dui-pi-du. Okay. I see. Can you guys do a like a really, really over the top Oslo accent then?
Oh yeah, it's not that difficult. You just imagine you're Jens Stoltenberg, and I have the wrong R's. Jens Stoltenberg, and you realize that you are on CNN talking about Trump for NATO, and you say that you're very worried.
That's so good.
I do have to agree. It is very nice.
So me and Jan, we're from the west coast of Norway. So we
love making fun of the east.
Oh yeah. But we also have this it's called skarre R. It's an R where you rattle the back of your throat.
It's like a French R, like a R kind of sound.
Yeah. It's from the French actually. Yeah. So that type of R came from the French noble houses. They were so inbred that they had a speech impediment, and that because they were noble and royal and everything, that became all the rage across Europe. So the German R's and the French R's and the Norwegian R's are from royal inbreeding speech impediments.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's really interesting. I didn't know that. There you go. You learn something new every day.
I'm so happy Marianne is here. Like, I would have... I have no idea about this. Like, what?
What's that now in the chat? We can something over there. We can sing. I'm trying to translate it, but
okay,
I'm not good. We can sing right from. We can sing R.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's right.
It's a children's song. So
oh,
it's like, vi kan noe som ikke dere kan, vi kan synge rett fram, vi kan synge
And that's how you out someone from where they are in Norway, is whether they go or if they go
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
That's exactly how you do that. You can also stand on like a town square and go ro, 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 and then see if you get like hit in the face.
I was only translating a bit of it because jag talar lite svenska.
Ah.
Only a little bit, but not much. And so I know they're like they're not like the same, of course, but there's a couple of words that are similar, and the structure's quite similar, isn't it?
They're very similar.
Yeah.
They really are.
Going.
So we speak to Swedish people like without translating most of the time. Some
Oh,
words,
really?
of course, are different. Yeah, but Swedish and Danish, we can talk to them
All right.
often.
I knew it was similar, but I didn't know you could actually like talk in your own language and it would be fully understood. That's cool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh wow.
Danish is a bit hard though, because they sound like they tried to swallow a potato, but it didn't get all the way through their throat.
I like to think that we can read Danish, but not Swedish. We can understand Swedish,
but not
we
Danish.
can't understand Danish.
I see.
Yes.
That's brilliant. There's a Robaz thing. He was saying that Danish people. He was like, "Oh wait, I might have to speak Danish to him."
That's quite close.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Marianne, would you want to make a farmer? I've got you some steel.
Yep. I've made some lumberjacks, but I'm gonna make some farmers too. There we go. Where's Sam off to? Oh, he's there. Okay. Oh, I can upgrade him. Okay. So we've got quite a few. Yeah, I just put up a couple of towers here because Tom, this is a little trick.
Okay.
The skirmisher guys most often come from these two passages.
Right.
So if you put up a couple of towers here, you're properly defended if they have a bit of a larger army than you. And both me and Jan aren't focusing that hard on making warriors in the warrior class. So that's why a couple of towers would help us sort of win.
That's good tips right there.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
good
say
tips.
win, but make a stalemate.
Oh, we can win. Of course we're gonna win this.
Oh yeah, of course we're gonna win this.
We're
Like
experts. Oh, maybe I should put
Works.
my farmers to work.
If you don't win, you can just open your developer console and go make us win, and then it'll be fun, right? Yeah, that's how it works, right?
Yeah. We just changed the match history and say it was a
exactly.
win.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna ask for that so that whichever match I'm ever in, it's always
It's
gonna count as a
auto-win.
win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
We need that XP for that progression system we have.
Yes.
New skins.
Yeah, I want all the skins. So instead of just getting all the skins, I'm gonna make an elaborate system.
Exactly. Just instead of just giving yourself the skins, we're gonna make an elaborate system.
And that's how you know you're evil. Isn't it though? When you
It
make
really is.
elaborate plans and stuff for simple things, then you're a bit evil.
Yeah, like it's in Austin Powers, isn't it? Where Dr. Evil's like, I'm gonna put him in this shark tank, and then the kid's like, why don't you just shoot him? Like, it's the same thing.
It is. That would solve all of your problems.
Yeah.
Here we go, getting a bit of attack.
As our lead programmer says in the chat, Exors, you can ask, but pretty sure the name to always win would go to the highest bidder.
I can bid pretty high.
Like not getting fired.
Oh,
No.
that is a pretty high bid.
That's a pretty high bid.
I
don't
can
know
say
if
that
I'm
because I
evil.
wield no power in admin.
Okay, Tom, I need you to help me. What do you need, my friend? Wow, shots fired.
It's not the shots
Oh
getting
no!
fired,
Oh,
okay?
he did
Oh,
it!
here we go.
He did it!
So they've put this in the chat right now is a train station on Anglesey, which I used to live near, and it's known as being the longest train station name in the world.
Yeah.
And it is something, when you say you're Welsh, people ask you to pronounce this. So here we go. It's Llanfair Pwll Gwyngyll Gogerch Windropill Llantysilio Gogogoch. And
Nice.
it was fabricated as a tourist mechanism thing. If you ever get the chance to go, it is just a train station. There's nothing special there. But Anglesey itself is lovely, so I would recommend that.
Very
Good
nice.
to know, good to know. Travel tips from Tom.
There you go. Dun, 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 dun.
I also enjoy. I know it's a faulty joke, but Jimmy Carr has the joke where he was in Wales and he visited Llandudno and he pronounced it Llandudno, and they said it's Llandudno. The L is a C or something, and he just said, "You don't have to be such a lunt about it."
That is funny. Yeah, it's funny because Llandudno, as it's said, as you so beautifully pronounced, that is basically like the closest non-Welsh speakers can get, unless they can make the right sound, because it is kind of like a CL, but it's actually a sound, which is you put the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth and blow air out through the sides of it.
Yeah.
Like that. That's a double L. Oh, there we go. Eyjafjallajökull. I can say that. That was the Icelandic volcano. Thanks, Thor Game Dev, for that one. Yeah, the Icelandic volcano that shot up all the volcanic ash. I did learn that one at the time because I was very interested. And weirdly, Icelandic is kind of very Welsh sounding. And that's an example because the double L in Icelandic is a TL sound. So it's kind of similar to that sound. There you go. I'm just going off on a tangent now, but
it's interesting. Thor is from Iceland.
Yeah.
There you go.
Developers, and he has never thought us anything about anything of this. I'm just this is actually helpful.
Yeah, Thor.
How was my pronunciation, Thor?
Yeah.
Because I also learned about like I think the double L thing came because I was trying to do a Bjork voice one time.
No way.
Yeah, it was just like,
you know what?
This is like a city, like a little model of a city, and all the houses which are there.
You sound like Thor.
Apparently, you guys never listen to Thor. You should always listen to Thor.
Of course we do.
We listen to Thor more than anyone.
When he sounds like Bjork, it's a bit difficult to focus.
Your mom used to party with Björk? Are you kidding?
But no I guess if they're like 5 people on the island.
It's a very small island, that's true.
For rock and stone.
Okay.
Well, you got a lot of production going down here in the underworld.
Oh.
It's going well.
You see if I can make a bookstore setup.
So, Tom also has the voices of what used to be called. He's the Iron Gunner.
Oh, was that the Cannoneer?
Yes, the Cannoneer has been changed to be named the Iron Gunner.
Oh, I've not even seen. I don't think I've even seen the Cannoneer.
Yeah, he's
the Iron
new.
Gunner. Nice.
So let's see if we can have it. And also, you're the farmer, which is over here. He's whittling away in the mines. Over here.
I'll turn it up so I can hear him, and then if you click on him.
Yeah, I don't think you can though, because Jan doesn't control those units.
Ah.
So it's only me that can hear them. But the Iron Gunner, both of us can hear. So let's see if we can make some of those.
Nice.
Yeah, gonna need some lockstone.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do here, but I don't want to look at chat because I'm scared that they were like, this is the wrong setup for it.
No, they're being lovely. They're just talking about languages and stuff and asking me questions. Another question: how long have you been doing voice acting, and have you ever done any movies and stuff, or have you been voicing for games only? I've been voice acting since I was 16, and it wasn't paid at first, of course, but I do have that much experience, and I've been editing stuff ever since I was about 10 or 11. So my editing experience goes back a long way. And I then got into like acting and did stage work. And I've done some movies as well. I did a movie which came out last year. It's a British indie style film called Love, Sarah. And I'm really proud of that. It was my first like big film role, and I've only got like one line in it, but I got to act with Celia Imrie, who is one of my like favorites. I was kind of starstruck inside when I met her on set, and I got to do a scene with her, so that was wonderful.
Nice.
So yeah, I have done all kinds of things. But at the moment, because of lockdown and stuff, you know, I'm exclusively doing voice work from home, and it's going very well. But yes, once lockdown is over, I would love to get back into doing some movies and things like that as well. Yeah.
That's cool.
Some good questions coming in here. I feel like I'm on Graham Norton.
Is that the dream?
Yeah, are you kidding me? Of course it
It's
is.
one of my dreams. He's hilarious. I love him.
He's brilliant. I want to be on the couch next to like Ian McKellen. And then I can say to him, Sir Ian, I saw you after your show in the Harold Pinter Theatre, and it was probably the only time I was legitimately lost for words because of a celebrity. Because I usually keep my cool. You know, I'm not trying to say I'm cool or anything, but like when I meet celebrities, I'm like, "Hi, how you doing? My name's Tom." Blah blah blah. But when I met Ian McKellen, I legitimately couldn't speak.
Very understandable.
Very understandable. And I had a similar experience because I was I've always been a huge fan of a band called Primus.
Oh yeah.
And Les Claypool is like my hero.
Oh yeah, he's great.
And I went to see him for one of his solo shows, which was in Cologne in 2009.
Nice.
And after the show, I just went to just hung out outside of the venue to see if I could see him. And he showed up, and I had met a couple of other celebrities before. I've been to a couple of film festivals with my dad and met Pierce Brosnan, and it was no issue and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I saw Les Claypool, and I couldn't speak. I was the weirdest person ever. And he probably just remembers me as this really, really weird person that we stood there, and there was this conversation going on with my brother and the warm-up band, and Les was there, and then just my brain was like, okay, I gotta ask him something or say hi or whatever, but I don't know when. And they were mid-conversation in a sentence, and I was like, stepped forward and like, hi, I really like your work. And then I couldn't function. It's so weird.
Yeah, that's literally what it was like with me as well. And it's funny, like you said with Pierce Brosnan thing, like it's funny how there's just that one person that will get you starstruck fully, and you don't even know who it is until you meet them, pretty much.
It's a surprise.
Yeah, it is. Remember that we are best friends when you move to Hollywood and stuff, Tom, okay? Yeah, cool. I added you as a friend, so there you go.
Okay, getting some luckstone.
Oh, whoa.
I love that texture, by the way. That's so pretty.
Goes from this cool thing. And we wait a while. Wait a while.
Okay, I think I have enough now to make the iron gunner. No, I need more gold. Oh shit, I need a lot of gold, Jan.
You need gold?
Yeah, like 110 of it for one unit.
We have enough.
Wow.
We have enough. What's it called? So now I will production just to.
I'm pleased that I'm such an exclusive character. That you have to get so much gold to hear my dulcet tones again.
You are the heavy ranged unit, so
Hell yeah, I'm down with that.
You're one of the most expensive late game units. The other one is the Iron Hand.
Mm.
No problem. Drilling.
Who has the voice for the Iron Hand?
I'm not cheating, I swear. I'm just having a think. I am gonna have a bit more of a think on that. Oh, that's the wrong thinking. No, it should be here. Let's see. Brian King.
Brian King. Shout out to Brian King.
Yes. He's also the god. And he has this, like, I told him to, or we told him to, for the guard, the brief was to be like a bit exacerbated, if that's the right word, with all of the tasks that you get. So a bit like, okay, if I have to.
Okay.
He did it so well.
That's good direction.
Everything sounded like an absolute chore.
Do you remember
That's quite cool.
what Tom's rundown was before, like the minor?
Tom's brief? I can see if I find it.
I can
Uh,
sing it. I'll get it done.
I think it was
also,
like you've been struggling your whole life or something.
also, congrats, Luminary Butterfly, on winning your second game over. Well done.
Ooh, congrats.
Congratulations. What do you mean, Chaxer? That transmuter, this one, like it was for Lockstone, but now we got some Lockstone, so now we halted production. It's a very active setup where I move the pieces when I need them to. Definitely not what should we say? Well optimized. Well optimized at all. Yeah, a bunch of gold is incoming, so you.
Ooh,
Fine.
I am doing the Iron Gunner
Yay.
now. He's gonna end up here. That's where he's gonna go when he's done. Oh, maybe I should. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll make a
Pointing at
couple
the
of more.
warehouse. It's making steel.
Do you make all the music as well?
Yeah, I do.
Nice.
So it's no, I don't think I've talked about it in like ages, but it's heavily tied into the lore, and without what's it called, spoiling. Ooh, that's the Iron Gunner. Did you hear it?
Oh, I didn't.
Yes.
He spawned. He's up top
Need
here.
something short. I aim to please.
I've pitched you a
Oh,
tiny
you
bit.
did. I was gonna say, whoa, that sounds rad.
Moving out. Got it.
Need something short?
Oh wow!
I hope
How's
there's
that?
I thought my sound system suddenly worked.
what? I hope there's stew.
What? I hope there's stew.
There you go.
Finished.
If
Oh,
only
that's
I'd
great.
known, I wouldn't have had to pitch you.
I probably did it that low and you just pitched me slightly anyway. It does sound better, so fair play. I suppose it also
you
aids
did it
with...
quite low.
Oh, thanks. I suppose it also kind of helps with the diversity kind of thing, doesn't it? Because
Yes.
then, like, you don't have every voice is like the same, so it's quite
Yeah.
nice.
So even though one is very good, like even Baker, Tom Baker, no,
Troy Baker, yeah.
Troy Baker, even him, I've talked
Never
to a
heard
bunch
of.
of I've talked to a bunch of sound designers and stuff through the years, and when it comes to voices, it's the one thing that the human brain is really, really, really conditioned to hearing and distinguishing, because you're
Mhm.
supposed to hear your mother's voice and you're supposed to be able to distinguish that from any other voice
Yeah.
as a child and early on, and your
Yeah.
own voice and your family's voice, threats, all the little subtleties that you get in speech and tonality and everything. We're so in tune to that. So even though you are like the best at making different types of voices, the timbre of a person's voice is so distinguishable because we are so adept at listening that if you pitch it a tiny bit or change a tiny bit of thing, then it becomes way less noticeable that it is the same person. So even though it actually doesn't necessarily help with the sound or the quality in a way that would be preferential for technical reasons, it does for listening reasons.
Mm.
And so, just like you said, when you pitch a voice, it's just for making them more distinct and not sounding as much like the same person.
Right, you know your stuff. Very
He surely does. I'm very impressed.
yeah, good stuff. That
Missed.
Checksaw says should do the Cannoneer line while that's a thing. Which
Oh, yeah.
line?
Let's see
So-
if we can get it, because I think it's still in the game, or did you remove it?
I have removed it, but it didn't get in like that. I removed it. There was a
Oh.
merge conflict, so it's still in, I think. But when you select, since your the name of the unit was Cannoneer at one time, you had a voice line which says it's Cannoneer, not Cantoneer.
It's Cannoneer, not Cantoneer.
There you go.
Do you have a
Of
time
course,
in mind?
inspired by Once Upon a Time in Mexico, when the mariachi tries to get into a bar and he's refused, and the bouncer, I think, says, "I thought it was Mexican, not Mexicant."
Oh, nice. That's good.
What? Are we shooting?
It's Iron Gunner, not Iron Maiden.
I am recording this
Gunner.
session, just so you know. This is free work right now. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Nobody record this. This is copyrighted.
What? Need
Oh
some
no, but like
shot.
you know, if you end up adding new stuff and things, like I would absolutely love to come back and do any more voices. If you wanted me to change things up a bit, I would be glad to do so. Because like now, I suppose we've known each other now since what, 2 years ago nearly now.
Yeah.
Because funnily enough, I didn't tell you this, but I recorded all those first voice lines in my mum's house because I didn't have a house yet. So this is before I even got my studio. So I just, you know, of course it still sounds professional and everything, but it was a lot more work because I was converting my mom's bedroom into a, into a studio. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Now where I'm sitting now, I'm in my studio in my own house, and so that's how I've timed that. So we've definitely known each other for like 2 years or so, and it's I always love to see the game progressing, and you know, it's nice that you're still doing updates and things.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening. Looking forward to the full launch and all that brings with it.
Yeah, good stuff.
Well, we are
So-
working on a rework
We are,
for a tutorial.
maybe.
Possibly.
There is also a guest appearance by Tom in the basic tutorial. And I won't say who it is. So if any of the people watching the stream would like to find out, they can take a gander at the basic tutorial and see if they can hear which voice Tom is
Yeah.
guesting as.
See if you can figure it out.
Is he a Reese?
No, that's my brother.
No, not a Reese. Those are not in the basic tutorial, but the Thurs are.
Oh, that's me.
That's
You know
We're a
what's
family
funny?
company.
You know what's funny? I did it, and I couldn't even tell you right now which voice I was. I couldn't tell you which voice lines I did. It's just like that. It's quite funny. Another question. So music. You have any music out there, Tom? Any YouTube channel or anything? Yes, I do. I mean, do you mind me plugging it?
Go ahead, dude.
No,
Go.
go.
If you just search Tom, if you search Tom Wylde on YouTube, I have a few channels, but there's one I do like video game videos and stuff. One has some films on it, and there's also one with like lots of guitar videos on it.
Do you have it?
Yeah, I like just recording guitar covers just for myself and making them like as good as I can, and just so there's lots of those that I've just uploaded just for fun. So yeah.
Or near.
And
Not
he is
can
quite a
or
good
near.
guitarist as well. So I
thank you.
suggest checking him out.
Of course.
Thanks very much. I try my best. You have to show me you playing bass. I'd love to see that. Have you done like
Ooh.
Tommy the Cat by Primus or Primus even?
Oh, yeah. I have.
Nice.
It's of course my favorite.
And then what was the other one? Jerry was a race car driver. That's a good one.
Yeah. That's a classic. I always love doing American Life because it's such like it sounds like waves rolling, and it's just such a fun thing to play on bass. And then when I saw him live, I saw how he did it, and I was like, "Fuck, that's not how I do it."
But that's the fun part. When you learn it yourself, it means you have your own style on it. And
Yeah.
so people who wrote the riff will watch it and go, "Oh, you play it different to me." But it's not a bad thing because you're still playing it right. It's just you're
Yeah,
playing it slightly different. That's cool.
and it's such a good example of that is a bass player. I don't even know if he's with us any longer, but he used to play a lot with Victor Wooten. His name is Steve Bailey.
Yeah.
And he had listened to the radio when he was a kid, and there was this great jazz bass player that did like a downward sweep in a way. So he went through all of the notes in a downwards fashion, and he learned that. He spent like 3 years or something trying to learn that particular thing.
Yeah.
And then he saw him live, and he saw that he actually just did a sweep. He just took his finger, and then he hammered on the strings with his right hand, and he took the left hand finger and just slid it down. And he'd learned scales for 3 years, and he said, I was a bit mad, but then again, I'd learned so much for misinterpreting that. So it was all good.
That's true. I think everybody has that kind of moment where they spend so long to learn this particular skill. Because for me with guitar, it was the pinched harmonic that Zach Wylde does, that kind of like woo,
Yeah.
kind of sound. That took me years of just sitting there trying to get it, and I eventually got it, and now I'm like the squeal master with. So,
I play Pantera like it's nothing.
oh, there you go. Yeah, I mean, actually, some of the songs, yeah, some of them, I do like playing Pantera. It's fun.
Oh, it is. It's very fun.
We have one guess, but Sova doesn't want us to reveal it just yet. I'm guessing Sova just opened the basic tutorial.
Just open the game, yeah.
Trying to figure it out. So, but Luminary Butterfly is saying the narrator. But let's remember, do not answer it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else they come up with?
Get your guesses in now, guys.
Just to add to the music and instrument, I've recently taken up the ukulele again.
Oh, nice.
I know two
ukulele.
chords. I know 2 chords now.
Well, that's 2 more than you knew before.
Exactly.
So.
And also, ukulele is so giving. It's like I think it's in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the easiest instrument to learn in the world. But it's so nice.
Don't tell me that. Now I feel like I'm an idiot if I aren't able to do it.
You're not an idiot.
I disagree anyway, because you can learn percussive instruments a lot easier than that if you have a natural sense of rhythm.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not saying drums are easy, but what I mean is like a tambourine or a cymbal or a triangle is way easier to learn than a ukulele.
Oh, did you go attack? I didn't even know you
sorry.
were attacking.
Oh yeah, we were just chilling in the underworld, and then the victory screen comes on.
I'm sorry, I should have let you know. I was just in the game, chatting, having a good time. Yeah, we wrecked them. It was the most epic battle we've ever had. I had 50 iron gunners. I just even though we only had 30 lockstone, I was able to make them. I just persuaded the bear pit.
GG's.
Okay, so
GG.
it seems like we have 2 more guesses. And it's Chexo saying that if it's a guest appearance, I'm putting my money on the Arbalest in the first cutscene. The basic tutorial, of course. And Sova agrees. He also thinks it's the Arbalest. Carrying around with Reyna. Should we reveal it now?
We can.
We can.
It's quite correct. He is one of the Arbalists.
Yes, indeed.
The other Arbalist is, of course, Graham Mackenzie, who is, if he's not Scottish, then I'm a aunt's aunt or something.
Is that a Norwegian term, is it?
No.
They're my aunt's aunt.
Because it's you're my giddy aunt or something. That's a British term.
Oh, my giddy aunt. Yeah, that's a British term. Yeah.
Should we start the basic tutorial to see if we can...
Yeah, you should. You should.
Go on then.
Oh, actually, I think we have never... Oh, this stream, so people are getting a little lore intro to Dwarfheim in this.
Ooh.
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Come join us for this exclusive, Dwarfheim only.
World premiere. We all just doing trailer voices.
Yeah, our best trailer voices. I actually spent quite a bit of time to learn the PlayStation Network non-threatening girl voice.
Now it's playing. Let's see.
Oh, you have to have sound though. Oh, I don't have sound.
Bit low, but
the dwarves are forced to work for scraps as builders and mercenaries for the few human kingdoms that would have them. As they struggle to survive in the harsh wilderness, their culture and songs of ancient riches and glory fade into legends. Now, generations after the fall, a new cataclysm threatens the peace between the dwarven clans and humans. And in its wake, ancient legends are given new life.
By the 5, it's those damned quakes again.
It's the 4th one this week. No way we'll track down that elk now.
Aye, we should return to Rainheart to make sure it still stands.
Aye, You're right.
Let's make sure we can still stand, and let's get going.
So, is it Herbalist 1 or Herbalist 2?
Well, who's 1 and who's 2?
I don't know. I could remember the script.
It was. Oh, am I supposed to be saying which one it was?
Like, are you saying the elk part or are you saying the other part?
I'm Obelisk 2. That's the 4th one this week. No way we'll track down the elk now. Aye, you're right. That one.
That's amazing.
Hey, that first voice was brilliant as well. The guy with the really low voice.
Oh yeah.
In the intro telling the lore, that was cool.
Yeah, that's John Hope Johnston. He is quite cool.
Yeah,
Has
really
a cool voice. I'm a sucker for those like really low basses. Yeah, I melt every time.
Been damaged during the quake. We'll have to go through the underworld.
Excellent. I do agree. We did talk about it actually, but we decided not to. So don't worry, pro streamer.
Yeah, they did suggest it, and I was like, oh, I don't mind just having Twitch up because then I can read chat easier. So it's my fault, Chexors.
Yeah, we're blaming Tom on this.
You can just blame me for everything. I don't care.
Very, very few consequences will be heading your way.
Exactly, yeah.
Very
and
true.
now for the exciting part. Will Jan be able to complete the tutorial?
That was actually my next question. Was like, should I do the whole tutorial? Is that what we're doing?
Well, that's up to you.
We can do a bit. We can do a bit. Listen to the screams.
What was that?
Oh yeah, Tom, what's your best monster voice or sound, creature sound?
It depends on what the creature is, because for another game I've done, I have had an entire page of just all of the direction has just been like disgruntled scream, and it's all reptilian, and so it's all just like for like half an hour, you know?
Yeah.
So it depends what the monster is. Nerd.
Nerd.
Did
you drink a lot of chocolate milk for the lizard voices?
No, you just have to make sure you drink a lot of water and you use your diaphragm properly. So kind of like metal screaming, actually.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you don't you've just got to be careful. Yeah, you've really got to be careful. So, in Dwarfheim, do you have one favorite voice line, Tom? You know, it would probably just have to be for rock and stone, because it's just a great line.
It's really cool.
I hope you don't have a mailbox or anything, because I think Sova would actually send you some stones.
If I had a PO box. No, but I do have a very public email. Yeah, you can send me images to my public email address, which is able to find.
Just spam your Twitter with like pictures of pebbles and stones.
And just pictures of the rock as well.
Yeah. 100%.
I wouldn't mind that so much.
Yeah, no, that I'll allow it. I'll even receive them myself if anyone feels inclined.
What is your Twitter, Marianne? Who are we sending these pictures to? And Tom, what's your Twitter?
Okay.
Mine is at Tom E Wylde on Twitter.
Let's see. Can I spell my name? That is the question.
Marianne. Marianne Austvik.
Oh, that was pretty good.
There you go. That's very good.
I was trying to get the R sound.
Yeah. In my dialect, my Discord tag is how you pronounce it in like half an hour south of where my parents are from, and it's Marianne.
Marianne.
Yes.
We have in chat, Sky Voice. Tom, what's your favorite style of mustache, and why is yours terrible?
That's in the eye of the beholder.
Hello, Sky. My favorite style of mustache is the ones that you twirl with wax, and mine is terrible because it keeps getting in my mouth, so I keep cutting it.
Oh,
But Sky knows full well why my mustache is terrible, and it's just because he's just here to troll me. You troll.
welcome, Sky.
I love you anyway, Sky. I love you very much.
Does Sky have any mustache game though?
Hey, see, Sky, she burned you for me. No, he doesn't.
I mean, if you're gonna walk the walk, you gotta talk the talk.
Oh, he's a great guy. He's one of my really good friends that, you know, with lockdown being so rubbish, we've all kind of had these tiny little communities now of who we hang out with online, right? And Sky is one of the people I play games with like almost every day. So
I like how you're getting burned for mine.
I know. Now he's burning me for being bald. He's not wrong, you know. He's not wrong.
You are bald with a terrible mustache. Is that what we're
Apparently
learning?
so, yeah. It's probably why I'm a voice actor, because you don't need to appear in person, you know.
Oh, the radio face, as they call it.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have that though. I'm okay, you know. I'm just bald.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Luminary Butterfly asks if there are people here who want to challenge the developers, and would we take on the challenge? Yeah, we're always up for a challenge. We're not much of a challenge.
Oh no, we're like
but we're always up for it.
We are the worst at the game, like 100% probably. The chances.
Are you doing an achievement for that or something?
Yeah, we do have one. It's
You do,
at
yeah?
their own game, and it's
There
when
you
you
go.
beat the developers at their own game.
There you go.
So we had a community night last Friday where you could. We willingly gave out a lot of achievements that night.
Oh, and the other thing is you could have it where if they beat you, then they get like a skin for the miners where they're all wearing Pine Leaf Studio t-shirts instead.
Ooh. Listen to this guy. So do you need job in marketing?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. I'll do that.
Oh yeah, Sova actually, he really wrecked the developers in the alpha. Because
yeah.
there was this, I wasn't there, so I don't remember it completely, but there was this thing, they were going to do a mine rush and try to get the developers from... No, the developers were going to do a mine rush, and they had this huge elaborate plan for how to beat the the alpha players. And then the alpha players were just like, yeah, they're doing a mine rush, go take him out. And they completely wrecked them.
Oh my gosh. It's always the way though, isn't it? Like, I guess the people who are very loyal to your game and stuff, they're always just incredible at the game, and then you have just no chance of beating them, right?
Oh yeah.
We have a couple of those, yeah.
Yeah. That's really cool. It's good to have people like that. Because also, I bet you'll find that they are really helpful in like play testing as well, because they will be able to, like, you know, especially like speedrunners. I know, like, what speedrunners do best is like find exploits in the game to make things quicker, and so it actually turns into very helpful like play testing.
Yes, they are experts at wrecking the game.
Yeah.
They really are, and it is so helpful because we have played the game for so long, and you get to a point where you're like, you can't really test it in the same way because you're so used to it. And when you have all of the development iterations as well, some of the things you probably become blind to them, or you just like, yeah, that has to be done later, and then you forget about it or something. So having the community helping with keeping track of like, okay, this is an issue, or you can actually do this thing which none of you have thought about ever.
Yeah.
And I just find these weird things. If you click on this thing before you go to B, and then you talk to C, and then something else happens, and then A is wrecked. Like, what?
First on my list.
It's very true.
Remember that, guys. If you go from A and then do the thing at C and then go back to B, the cheat.
That's the cheat. That's proper rosebud. Luminary Butterfly. A lot of us have quite a few hours in RTS games. Yeah. as players. We have a lot of that. Avid players, the lot of us. I don't think there's anyone on our team that doesn't play a lot of games, actually.
It would be a bit strange if they didn't, to be in that kind of role and not.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I guess it's like, no, it's a bit different with music because you never stop listening to music. But when you make films, sometimes when you kind of stop watching the new movies in a way because
Yeah, that is kind of true actually.
Yeah.
I don't want to stop you, but am I playing the whole basic tutorial? Like, I have no problems. But it's 10 more minutes. I'm just saying, like, you can definitely
we could do an expert survival or something. See how long we survive.
It's gonna be.
Skip.
Don't worry, I was just teasing.
Though the dwarves of Ravenpath survived
Here it comes again.
that night, this was the turning point for the dwarven clans. They would not be ready for what lay in wait for them in the depths of Agartha.
Victory!
That guy's voice is fabulous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when Marianne showed him to me. I was like, oh my god, yes.
That's the kind of voice that I'm hoping, because of course I don't know this guy's age, but that's the sort of voice that I would imagine myself having in 25, 30 years, and I'm okay with it. That'll be awesome.
It is. He is an older gentleman. Yeah.
Yeah. You can kind of, I can age my voice, but you can only do so much. A lot of the time, actual age is just not replaceable, and so that kind of voice that guy has, it's very marketable.
Yeah.
Because it's we all just said it's a great voice, and I can't do that voice. I can do a sort of a version of it, but it wouldn't be quite the same, as having that guy's voice. So props to him for having a great voice.
It is, it's liquid gold. No, what's it called? Audio gold? Yeah.
Audio gold, yeah. Oh my gosh. Silver has sent me rocks.
No!
I shouldn't encourage this. Oh well, I have now.
It'll become a thing.
Yeah.
But Sove, you really have to go all in, though. You have to send him dragon-shaped rocks, or statues, if you will.
The rock says.
Maybe I'll do. Oh, so it's.
Who are we choosing this time and why?
So I am thinking either Frida, because she's a badass warrior, or Sam, because he has a lot of auras. But I don't know if the auras help with the expert survival enough for how bad me and Jan is.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Or if I should do Reyna because she's quick at building, and she's pretty badass with the hitting as well. I think Frida.
I'm doing Nubs because he is the fastest to mine in the start, and we need resources quickly. So I'm not gonna build a super setup. I'm just gonna go with basic to start.
Strats locked in. Strats are locked in.
And Nubs, how did he get that name, you ask? Well, that's an excellent question. So basically, our CEO game director has a friend who is a miner in the north of Norway who legally changed his name to Nubbe.
Oh, that's cute.
So it's an homage to him.
Will that be minerals? No problem.
That's really cute. Nubbe.
Nubbe.
Shout outs to Nubbe.
Yes, there you go. Which isn't a common name in Norway, by the way. I just want to add it.
My game crashed.
Oh dear.
No.
Yeah, it did.
Well, I guess it wasn't meant to be. Well, Nubbe is being chased by some trolls, and he's trying to go to a different mine shaft. So you're not controlling him, are you?
No, that's the last command I gave him.
Oh, looking for a game to capture. I'm gonna quit too then. It's no fun without you.
Definitely not. Maybe it was a sign that we should end it off. Maybe it was meant to be our stream.
Yeah, we can. Absolutely.
If there's any last burning questions for Tom or me or Marianne, please post them now or ask them away, and we'll round out the stream.
Get your questions in now, because we're about to go and have a fika. I know that's not a Norwegian thing, but you know, I am going to go have a fika in a minute. So
okay, that's amazing. Okay, so I think Sove is asking if we can have more for Rock and Stone, but I'm thinking I will end the stream, and you will be the last thing to say for Rock and Stone. I think that will be the absolute end.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Okay, then, cool. So let's do the promo first then. So where can you go follow everybody?
Follow Dwarfheim on all your social media, of course. We're on everything that should matter.
You can follow me at Tom E Wylde on Twitter.
And you can find him on YouTube.
Yeah, and anywhere, to be honest, just type in Tom Wylde actor.
Yeah.
And so if this is the end, thanks for everybody for coming. It was nice to hang out with all of you. And for Rock and Stone!
There you go.